Today is Wednesday, November 27th, 2024, and in this forecast, we're going to be going over a lot of things, including Arctic blasts that will move in from Canada, dropping south into the United States as we go over the next 1 to 2 weeks, show you how cold temperatures could get, and the potential for a significant snowstorm in the making as well, right in time for your Thanksgiving travel. And we're going to look ahead at the early outlook for early December as well, and get you everything that you need to know in this forecast. So make sure to subscribe to the channel down below for the latest weather information right at your fingertips, folks. You subscribe, you push the notification bell, you are notified for videos here on this channel, and then also press the like button. I cannot stress this enough. Very helpful. Pressing the like button, the thumbs up button, and also leaving any comments, questions, concerns below. We know we always get to those after the videos. So let's here look at our low temperatures this Wednesday morning, the day before Thanksgiving, and look how cold temperatures were across the northern tier of the United States. We were into the teens and 20s up here across the upper Midwest, the Great Lakes, over towards the Black Hills region of the Dakotas, and you can see those wind chills this morning. We're definitely down into the single digits, above zero, approaching zero in some areas there near the Canadian-U.S. border, and into the negatives across southwestern Canada. In fact, into central Saskatchewan, we actually saw wind chills approaching minus 20 degrees this morning. So that's the brand of cold air that is moving southbound, and you can see today the floodgates are starting to open for the cold air. You see the deep snowpack. It's enhancing that cold air up in western Canada, dropping it southbound into the central U.S., and eventually, as we go into later this week, it'll move even further east into the eastern U.S. So here are the highs this afternoon, and you can see we're only topping out in the 20s up here across the upper Midwest, into the northern plains and the northern Rockies, single digits to teens across the southern prairies of Canada there. So definitely going to be pretty chilly. We're remaining below zero up there in southern Canada, like Alberta, British Columbia, Saskatchewan. As we go into this afternoon, those wind chills will be below zero, and we're still seeing those single digit to teens for wind chills across the north here in the United States as well. And again, the floodgates are open as we go into Thanksgiving Day. You might want to pack a jacket here because it's going to get chilly all the way down toward Texas here, toward Houston, toward New Orleans, all the way down here toward Birmingham into Alabama. That's where we're going to be seeing below normal temperatures starting to enter the picture on Thanksgiving. That'll be even further south as we go into Friday post-Thanksgiving, by central Florida seeing below normal temperatures. And then by Saturday, you can forget about it. All the way down toward Miami, we could actually be seeing those below normal temperatures to end the month of November. So it's a big Arctic blast that is on the way. And it comes with a little bit of fanfare, right? We're going to have the chance for some snow out there. We definitely have those winter storm warnings in the pinks, winter weather advisories here in the purples over toward Colorado. We are also gearing up for some heavier snowfall post-Thanksgiving here, especially after the midday hours on Thursday, especially, and really going through Friday across the Northeast. That's why we're seeing winter storm watches from southern Maine back here towards even Northeast Ohio, and that will start to fill in over the next 12 to 24 hours as this low pressure system down here near the Red River Valley and towards North Texas, southern Oklahoma starts to lift up Thanksgiving toward New Jersey. 998 millibar on the northwest side. We're pulling in that cold air, and we have the moisture that will switch that rain over to snow for Thanksgiving. And then you can see by Friday that moves up there toward Nova Scotia and eastern Canada, 986 millibars, and then by Saturday 994 millibars up there in far eastern Canada. So what this is going to look like on the radar this afternoon, we're going to see that low pressure down there near the Dallas-Fort Worth area to the north, a stripe of light precipitation, mainly rain from Kansas, stretching over there towards portions of Missouri, downstate Illinois, and downstate Indiana. More of a precipitation shield will gather as we go into tonight. This is going to be mainly a cold rain, but I would not be surprised on the northern side, places like Indianapolis or Columbus, Ohio, or even up here toward Toledo, that could see some snowflakes mixing in. Definitely would not be surprised surprise tonight as that dynamic cooling sets in. That dynamic cooling sets in on Thursday, tomorrow, Thanksgiving Day, and you can see wet snow starting to pile up there across New Hampshire, Vermont, New York State, and northern Pennsylvania. Some of that could even sneak into western Massachusetts. But if you're along and east of the I-95 corridor, closer to the coast, we're likely to remain a cold rain with maybe just a few snowflakes trying to mix in during the day on Thursday. A lot of that will try to switch over to snow as we naturally cool the atmosphere Thursday night, and we're looking at some pretty heavy bands of snow for Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont as we go into Thursday night. And then we turn our attention on Friday as the main parent system moves into eastern Canada. That's still going to leave behind some lake effect snowfall here, aggravating those warm waters of the lakes. Naturally, the atmosphere aloft is cool, so you have that temperature inversion, and that is leading to those lake effect snow showers. And some of those lake effect snow bands could be pretty hefty out there as we even go into Saturday on November 30th as well, and even into Sunday, December 1st. So looking here at the snowfall, this is the national blend of models. It puts all of the models that we do have together in one model output and gives you a mean, an average of likely what will occur. And this is the most likely scenario. You can see a lot of lake effect snow up here, a lot of snowfall here in interior New England, interior Northeast. And we're looking here first at Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, up here into upstate New York, and then back toward northern Pennsylvania. Would not be shocked to see a solid 2 to 4 inches of snow, maybe a little bit localized higher amounts than 4 inches possible, especially with those heavier bands up here in Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont as we go through the weekend. And then really the big story also will be the lake effect snow. I mean, the upper peninsula of Michigan there, Marquette, into the western portions of lower Michigan there. So like Kalamazoo and Grand Rapids, be watching out for those lake effect snow showers. Erie, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, Watertown, New York. We're going to be keeping an eye on that as well. Toronto, Ontario, definitely could be seeing some lake effect snow too as we go through the weekend. So those are some of the cities that could be in the crosshairs of some of the lake effect snow showers. And honestly, these could be pretty hefty. Would not be shocked if a couple of these bands, say for like Erie, Pennsylvania, or Buffalo, New York, or Watertown, could actually see a couple of feet worth of snow with this lake effect snow. And a lot of this is pretty hard to predict as well. So a lot of changes could be made over the next couple of days, so make sure to come back and stay tuned. But travel will be impacted for Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and you can see we could be seeing those moderate and at times during those lake effect snow bands, major travel inconveniences. So make sure to leave plenty of time to get to your destination this Thanksgiving weekend. Definitely going to need it out there. Let's look at the early December outlook here because things are looking pretty interesting. We got the positive PNA out west. This is going to ridge out across the west, which means warmer than normal temperatures for early December will kind of rule the roost across the western U.S. Big trough here, big dip in the jet stream across the east. That's going to lead to cooler temperatures. So what you see is what you get. You get a ridge out west spiking all the way up to the Gulf of Alaska, by the way. So western Canada, our snowpack may start to kind of thaw out a little bit, kind of, melt a little bit as we go into the first week of December. Warmer than normal air out west. And then east of the Rockies, we're going to be pretty cold out here in the greens. We could be easily 20, 30 degrees below the norm for this time of year with our temperatures. That'll stretch from the northeast down through the mid-Atlantic, the Ohio and Tennessee river valleys, and all the way down into the deep southeast as well. And looking at the jet stream orientation, it's going to be northwesterly cross-polar flow from Canada into the Great Lakes region and into the eastern seaboard. And what that's going to do is set up the potential for a lot of clipper systems. Really every 24 to 48 hours, we could have a clipper system from Canada moving down toward the Midwest, the Great Lakes, and the Northeast, also into the Mid-Atlantic. See, early next week, a couple of those lake effect snow will also be aggravated with this pattern. And we're going to just continue this pattern as we go into later next week with those clipper systems coming down from the northwest flow from Canada into the U.S. And that's going to be something we'll watch. This is a cold flow, and obviously those warmer lakes, as we talked about with the cold flow, you got the colder temperatures aloft, big temperature inversion. That's going to lead to more lake effect snow opportunities across the lakes as we go into the first week of December, right through Sunday, December 8th. Let's go now a little bit further. Let's go through mid-December here. We're really not that far away, only a couple of weeks. And you can see through Sunday, December 15th, we kind of see that pattern continue with the ridge out west, the trough out east. But the trough's weakening now across the east. We're seeing more of a transitional pattern where this ridge may want to move east toward the middle of the country. But before it does so, we're still going to be leaning more below normal with our temperatures out east. And that, again, could bode well with that cross-polar flow, more clipper systems, more lake effect snow into the second week of December now, and definitely seeing that even maybe more snow for interior Northeast and interior New England as well. We'll keep you updated on that. Thanks everyone for watching and supporting the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the channel down below for the latest weather information, accurate weather information on this channel. Make sure to turn on all post notifications by hitting the post notification bell so you are notified when my videos are posted. Like the video, give it a thumbs up. It definitely helps out way more than you know. Also, leave any comments, questions, concerns below. We'll get to those after the video, and I hope everyone has a fantastic Thanksgiving out there, and I'll see you tomorrow.